Good day, fellas. I hope you're ready for your daily dose of skill and shocking news, fellas. New loot boxes. Oh, wow. 1 month without loot boxes and we have another ones going on. Wow. I know it took forever and ever to get this one, right? Well, last year in total, if I'm not mistaken, we had 4 sets of loot boxes, right? We'll see how many times we are going to have loot boxes this year, and we will dig deeper. I will say the shady stuff what I noticed from Wargaming side, and I will explain why they are doing this, what is the difference between, let's say, waffle boxes and the current boxes which we are going to have, because I noticed something, and overall we are going to dig a bit deeper. And this is the tank which is going to be pretty much the main selling point, together with WoT Tier 8. Yes, you hear that correctly. There is going to be a different version of the WoT. So quite an interesting one. Anyways, let's watch the video and let's see what do we have.
On February 8th, an event dedicated to Lunar New Year will begin. It's an excellent opportunity to pick up some nice gifts.
Excellent opportunity. You hear that yourself, fellas. Excellent opportunity. You got your salary, comrades? No problem. Don't worry, we are going to take that from you.
Bundles with missions for ×5 XP and chests can bring you personal reserves, credits, Days of World of Tanks premium account, crew books, as well as many 2D styles in the spirit of the season, including 2 new ones. Just look at this. And of course, the chests may also contain premium vehicles. The highlight is the Object 590.
The highlight is this: content creators received the Object 590 and in the last minute, which is kind of normal to be fair with you, 590 got buffed because it was absolutely pile of garbage. So I'm not going to play with this tank now. You need to wait until this tank will be buffed in the game, because if I will play now with this vehicle, it's not going to be the proper representation from the tank. So I hope you understand that, and I do not want to confuse you with old stats.
This new Tier 9 premium tank is equipped with a reverse auto-reloading system like the IS-3A. Fires 3 shells in a row and then fights with maximum efficiency without having to take a long reload. Just stay close to your target or you might hit the festive lanterns. The tank's sturdy turret, bouncy front armor, and 85mm sides can deflect more than firecrackers. It also has decent mobility. In the right hands, the Object 590 will be a real metal dragon.
Well, to be completely honest with you, it is kind of debatable, because if you would take a look into the armor of this vehicle, right, and armor won't change if I understood this correctly, right? Tanks which has 225mm of penetration can penetrate this tank in the face. Into cupolas, which are as thick as 100mm of penetration, and if we are talking about, or 110mm of armor, and if we are talking about the Tier 9, it's not great, okay? Just to say that straight. Armor overall doesn't look bad. If we are looking into overall the lower plate and upper plate, that doesn't look bad. Unless someone loads the gold ammunition, and let's say most of the tanks in the Tier 9 has 270 penetration gold or even standard ammunition. Do you want to see how the armor looks like? Here you go. Yeah, fellas, I mean, armor-wise, you cannot sell this tank as extremely armored vehicle, and you cannot side scrap because your shoulder is 100mm thickness. So I do not know what Wargaming is smoking in this kind of situation, but to say this is a sturdy tank or absolutely amazing tank armor-wise, it's kind of laughable. Let's say if we would compare this vehicle with Centurion, right? Centurion can slap this tank playing properly hold down into the turret cheeks or even into the upper turret. If we are talking about the tanks which has, let's say, decent penetration, let's say Kunze Panzer, right? Whenever you have 300mm of penetration, you are going to eat this tank with auto aim. So I do not know how sturdy this tank is looking like, but fair enough.
The second newcomer is a Tier 8 premium tank called Miel. It's a Buras with a new look and a unique name. Fast and feisty, it's ready to deliver a few gifts before their lucky recipient can even say thanks. There will also be familiar Tier 8 vehicles.
Okay. WoT is one of the most loved community tanks, right? You can say whatever you want. It's great for a frontline and it's overall good player tank, right? WoT is extremely powerful vehicle. So I think actually WoT is the most selling point because let's say your main WoT is in the battle in the front line, you can take another WoT and you can rotate two WoTs non-stop. I think this is the most and the biggest selling point. How nice it is to sell the tank with a new 3D style, and instead of giving 3D style to say, well, it's not a WoT, it is Miele, or it's not a Miele, it is a princess. You tell me.
Enjoyed by so many. Turtle Mark 1.
Turtle, not bad whatsoever. It got buffed lately, and it's quite powerful tank.
The Gonzalo.
Gonzalo is very, very nice vehicle as well. Pretty damn beautiful gun, and I think many people loves this vehicle, although it's not the most popular tank in the world of tanks.
The VK7501K.
VK7501K is far away from being decent, in my opinion. It is a stinker. Honestly speaking, it's just not that good.
And the CS52 Lease.
And Liz, everyone knows Liz, you need to kind of spam the gold with this vehicle, but if you do, it's completely fine.
In keeping with tradition, every 50th chest will contain a guaranteed Tier 8 or 9 vehicle.
We are going to talk about this very, very soon because the chances to get the vehicle is very, very good, fellas. Very good. If on the loot boxes, or if on the Christmas loot boxes it was 2.4 chance, on the Waffle loot boxes was 2% chance. Now we have whopping 1.3%. Awesome.
If one doesn't drop earlier. The number of bundles you can purchase per day is limited.
Oh, this is good one, fellas. This is good one. So imagine that. Wargaming is limiting the boxes 50 per day. So pretty much you can buy only 50 boxes a day, right? And if, let's say, event is going for whatever week, you can buy 350 boxes. But that's not all, comrade. Special for you with love.
This limit doesn't apply to the biggest bundle, which is
You want to get bored and you are unlucky in the first 50 boxes? Don't worry, comrade, we have you covered. We are going to upsell you. Do you need that insurance for your phone? Here you go, 300 loot boxes.
It's available one time per account. An event will also appear on the game website on February 8th, where you'll be able to complete simple missions for a bunch of free rewards, useful in-game items, 2D styles, decals, and even a Tier 7 premium vehicle.
That Tier 7 vehicle is going to be published on the extra channel, so if you will want to see what you can get for free, you will be able to see on the extra channel, right? It's going to be relatively soon.
Don't forget about festive discounts on equipment, consumables,
That's good.
Researchable vehicles, and premium vehicles on permanent sale.
That's good. Restock yourself the resources. Although keep this in mind that Wargaming is greedy. I would not act surprised if after those resources you are restocking yourself, you know, with extra rations and whatnot. You are buying the tanks left, right, and center. And after that we would have something like whatever, how is it called? Some kind of assembly store or something. I do not know anything about it, but you never know. Wargaming is sneaky.
The Dragon's gifts will arrive in World of Tanks on February 8th. Don't miss them, and give yourself a gift this holiday.
Oh yes, what Wargaming meant to say, give them a gift for this holiday. So, the most important thing what I want to highlight, 590 at least for now, where the armor goes, it doesn't look ideal, to say that the least, but I'm not going to play with a pre-buffed version, you know? It's not worth it, in my humble opinion, it's not worth the time. That being said, Now let's talk about the things which I noticed wrong and which I think are quite disgusting. So if you would pay attention at this article is pretty much last year's Waffle Cock boxes, and from the last year Waffle boxes, you had a 2% chance to get the vehicle for yourself, right? Looking into all of this, we have a new celebration going on, or celebration for Wargaming, if I can say so. And pay attention, read this out loud. 1 of 6 premium vehicles, including 2 brand new ones, probability 1.3%. And if I'm not mistaken, fellas, Wargaming doesn't give you 50 boxes guaranteed after you are getting yourself all tanks. So if it happened to be that you are missing, let's say, 2 tanks, because there is plenty of collectors out there, for you buying 300 boxes bundle, it's kind of the worst thing what you can do. Because think about this, with 1.3% chance of getting the tank, I guess I am not a mathematician, okay? I guess it's 1 in 70 or 1 in 80 in order to get yourself a premium tank, right? This is my guesstimation, right? So if there is no guaranteed after 50 boxes, whenever you are getting all tanks, you know, it's even worse thing to even buy the bigger bundles and whatnot. I hope that makes sense. And overall, looking into all of this, what you can get, once again, in my opinion, Melee is the best reward over there. 590, I haven't played with it yet, but you will see this tank in action real soon. Overall, other tanks, I described them already. You can see overall the stats over there of the tank, but you know, they are not showing absolutely everything here. There are some things which was done on this tank, right? And I don't want to dig deeper because this is not the point to describe this video, if you get the point what I'm saying. So once again, fellas, one more very important thing to say. Wargaming is limiting boxes to 50 chests per day. But let's get real. The chance of you getting more than 1 premium tank over 50 boxes is very slim, and it's very low, right? That being said, probably you will need couple of days in order to get 2 new tanks if you have everything bought already, right? Which is very important thing to say. And obviously, I think this 300 boxes sale is a scam, to be completely honest with you. I truly think it is a scam, and I would highly recommend you not to do that. You do not have anywhere to put your money. I do not even know. Go eat a steak, you know, daily or something like this. I do not really think this is going to be a great value. One more thing to say, after each box you are getting 5x experience. That being said, if you bought 50 boxes, you will have 5x experience, which is actually kind of a good thing to grind the tanks or to grind the field modifications. And that's what I have for you today. I'm not acting surprised that Wargaming is selling the stuff right there. I'm not acting surprised. Last year, we had like 4 or 5 sets of the loot boxes. This year, we are going to have the same situation. But the greediness just shows it, if I can say so, right? At least it looks very fishy for me. But once again, maybe I'm just a delusional villager from Lithuania. Tell me in the comment section down below. Thank you very much for watching, and see you very soon. Skill is out for today. Peace.